What's up YouTube? Welcome back to DIY Reed. My name is Reed, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Gotrax Rival electric scooter. We'll be talking about the price of the scooter, its features, how well it rides, and at the end of the video, I'm going to share my final thoughts on what I thought about this. The final thoughts. That being said, from my research, apparently the Rival model name is specific to being the one that is sold at Walmart. Gotrax has the same one that sells where other places like Amazon, I'm trying to think of other, maybe Best Buy even, I don't know. But wherever else it's being sold at, it's 𝐥𝐤𝐬 model. Rival and the 𝐥𝐤𝐬 are both the same, just the Rival is the name that Walmart has. Now, the price of these two units, or at least Rival or 𝐥𝐤𝐬, is about $280. And right now, Walmart has the Rival for $200. It's on sale. So I'll leave a link in the description below for the Walmart version, as well as the Rival 𝐥𝐤𝐬. Both are the same, but I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can check them out. And if you're interested in buying, you can go ahead and check out the link and see what the current pricing is. This has been the first scooter I've ever reviewed, but it hasn't been the first scooter I've ever taken for a spin. A couple years ago, a few of my buddies and I rode the Bird scooters. The scooters that they leave in downtown of certain places. We rode the Bird scooters around Memphis. And, well, we had a blast, to say the least. I just knew eventually that I had to have an electric scooter, and I figured this was a good starting point and a starting price based on the features to go ahead and grab one. The max weight for this scooter is 220 pounds, and well, I'm a little bit above that. I'd say 225 on a good day, so keep that in mind with my testing on this. While even being a little bit over the weight limit of this thing, this scooter, well, it scootered pretty well. With its top speed being 15.5 miles per hour, I found that I was able to get it to about 13 miles per hour fairly easily on flat land and with a small grade, at least a small grade of a hill. It does start to slow down when you're going up a bigger grade of a hill, and when it's a steep hill, it comes to a complete stop and you pretty much have to push it up the rest of the way. So if you're looking to take this up larger hills, you might pass on this if you're on the heavier end. However, I will say going up the hill here, it got down to about 8 or 7 miles per hour, so not bad. The battery life on this has been rated at 12.5 miles, which, if you think about it, that's a long ways to ride a scooter. It's a long ride. That's a long ride to scooter a scooter. Scootering a scooter. Yeah. To fully charge this 36 volt, 5.2 amp hour battery, it takes up to 4 or 5 hours, which is about average on most scooters from what I've seen. Being able to last 12.5 miles on a 4 or 5 hour charge is not too bad. This scooter has an IP54 rating, which means it's not waterproof, but it is somewhat water resistant. It's dust protected, but not dust tight. And when it comes to liquids, it's not waterproof, but it is protected from splashes of water. You're not going to be wanting to ride this in the rain, but if it just rained, don't drive it through water puddles, but a little bit of wet road won't be a problem. Taking a closer look at the scooter, it came in 2 pieces inside the box. The only thing that you have to do is slide the handlebar into the steering neck and attach the brake cable to the brake lever, and then slide that into the brake cable bracket. Now you're going to put that bracket and bolt it in with the 2 bolts. This bracket is what mounts the handlebar to the steering neck and doubles as, or should I say triples as, the brake cable holder and also the hook that will allow you to hold a light bag or a grocery sack while traveling. There is a button on the steering neck that allows you to power the scooter on by holding it for a few seconds. Once the screen lights up, it'll show you the speedometer as well as your battery life. Now, to get the light on, or at least the headlight on, just press that power button real quick and it'll turn that headlight on. To get it off, you just press it again, and to turn off the scooter, you'll hold that button until the display goes blank. The throttle is done by a thumb throttle on the right handlebar. It does have cruise control, and that's a bit tricky. I found that I couldn't really figure it out too much. You're supposed to hold the throttle at one position for about 10 seconds, but I found that's not really the easiest when you're scootering down the road. Just try to hold that while you got a bumpy road. It's not the easiest. It has a bell that you can use to let people know that you're coming or tell them to get out of the way. It has a rear brake, which is activated by the brake lever on the left handlebar. This is a disc brake for the back wheel only. And at first, you want to ease into it because you need to get a feel of the actual brake. Otherwise, you're going to go sliding down the road, blocking it up. This scooter has 8.5-inch air-filled tires. The front wheel is a solid wheel, while the back wheel has spokes. Kind of a little bit different. They did provide you an air hose extender, so that way you can get to the valves easier, because the front's gonna be a little bit tough. The scooter, like most others, does fold up for easy storing or packing. You will pull the knob on the bottom of the steering neck, and then while you're pulling on that knob, you'll pull the lever and it'll fold right up. probably going to mousetrap you if you're not paying attention. Now to unhook it, you're going to press down on the rear fender and allow you to unhook the safety clip and unfold it for use. It also has a small kickstand, so that way you can leave it upright for easy access and easy scootering. Here are my final thoughts on this scooter. Since this is my first scooter, or at least first electric scooter, I didn't know what I was getting into here. From other reviews I saw online, I knew it would be at least fun to ride, so that's all that really mattered for me. The overall build quality on this is done well, and other than a little play in the steering neck, it is built very well. I think that there's a little bit of slack on the folding mechanism area, which allows for a little bit of a movement on the steering neck. And it's not a huge deal, that's one thing I just noticed on this. This scooter gets up and goes pretty quickly, even with me on it. It's able to get to 13 miles per hour with 225 pounds of me on it. It has 8.5-inch wheels, which are kind of small, but they're about average for what you're going to get on a scooter. I was a little disappointed in not being able to take me up a large incline. However, the more I thought about it, and the fact that I'm a little over the weight limit, it only has a 250-watt motor. I'm not too upset about it. I just need to remember, for the price I paid for this and all the fun that I have on it, just use small inclines and flat surfaces for me. Now, probably for a kid or someone with a lot less weight on that, probably won't have as much of a problem. And now I'm excited to try out more scooters to compare it to this one. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section down below. If you're interested in purchasing one of these, I have left a link, or at least left a few links in the description below, one for Walmart and one for Amazon. So that way, if you're interested in buying, at least check out the prices for both, and feel free to use my affiliate links. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, and home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.